Hey everyone, Fracture Metal here, and I'm back with commentary. I guess probably just for this one, for the time being. I just have a lot to talk about, and also, as you can see, this is going to be a long battle. There's a lot of strategy, I'll explain the gist of it, and I have other things to explain. So, I'm going to include a few clips of me kind of struggling with it, like losing times. But then after that, when we get to the full battle, I'll be back with commentary. So I'll be my voice will be back in a moment. Okay, and I'm back. So, first, I'm probably gonna redo the Katie battle and the Brassius battle, because with Katie I used TMs, and I feel like that's kind of unfair because I had to go far away to get them. You'll know where I found them because I included them with the video with Katie. She's tough, like those first two gym leaders, have a lot of attack power. Brassius, I over-leveled by one level. Probably not necessary with the Pokemon I had, but I feel like I could do it with only water types. I mean, I'd have to have a whole team, but that's that situation. So I'm probably gonna, after I beat this game, I'll probably, reset the save file and get to those two. I guess now's a good time to explain a bit. So that I looked up the moves that Iono has, Iono. I'll just say it like that. I don't know what her Wattrel has. I don't care. It got clobbered. I have the Bombardier that I got from the Rocky side that has Rocky payload. So it's effectively like a rock type. It has that same type attack bonus. So that was easy. The belly bolt is a problem because I think, as you'll see in just a moment, or maybe I already demonstrated it. Basically, when you hit it, it gets more powerful. I think, am I picking Nightshade here? Well, I guess so. I'm attacking. Might as well go for the Nightshade. So I use Torment. Torment does not stop. You'll see. So yeah, Electromorphosis, it gets more powerful. But the thing is, because I use Torment, it's not using Spark here. It's using Water Gun. And it only has 2 moves. The Luxio also, she has, like, her next Pokemon, Luxio, has 2 moves as well. No surprise there. So I can also Torment that. So here's the idea. I named it here because that's its reaction to an electric move, because it has Volt Absorb. Nothing. If my Wattrel is damaged, it will gain HP when taking an electric type move, or just take nothing. Yeah, you can see there's Rocky payload. So that's like the crux of the strategy I'm using here for most of this battle. And since Water Gun is kind of a weak move, I can just switch back and forth with my other Pokemon and they can just take little bits of damage while this thing gets burned away. So at that rate, I can mention my other thing. Not something I'm going to redo, but just kind of clarification. My duplicates clause, the way I'm implementing it is it applies to trainer battles and titans. So using the skip loom in this case, it is still, I can still use it because I didn't use skip loom before. Basically, I used hop pip, but I'm still using skip loom, and it's going to be necessary. You'll see. So likewise, my Wattrel will evolve in this battle after this battle. And in that case, I will probably use Kilo Wattrel later when I use electric types against ground type boss. I think it's a Titan. So yeah, Kilo Wattrel will be viable, will be available. You know, it's not like I'm using it, you know, in a team before I get to that ground type, if you know what I mean. So I will probably be using that. What else? Moves. So well, that's something later on you'll see. Oh yeah, I already mentioned Iono's moves here. Oh, here's something. I decided to go to Ghastly just in case I get critical hit by water gun, because I decided I want to use Torment again. So yeah, Ghastly can take a hit. It's fine. It's fast, so I'll use it later. So that's fine. So yeah, we're using Volt Absorb yet again. It's a way to do it. Yeah, now that Belly Bolt is one more burn away, but I'm going to switch over to Bombardier, because I'm gonna use that Torment again. So in the moment, I thought, you know what, I could probably use that again, because I think the next one has only 2 moves, and you'll see them. So Belly Bolt is done. We don't have to worry much about getting shocked away by that Electromorphosis. Belly Bolt is generally like kind of a tanky Pokemon. A lot of defense in it. So penultimate Pokemon here. We got that change in music, I guess. Now we got Torment going on. So of course we got Spark again. I think one of her Pokemon does not have Spark, but I guess the other ones do. So if you have like a lot of defensive Pokemon, then you're pretty good there. But her last Pokemon, that's the one that made me decide to put up a strategy. And then I had to put up more strategy on that and make a whole strategy sandwich. So that's the other move the Luxio has. Surprise, surprise, it's Bite. So it would KO Ghastly anyway. Like, Ghastly is frail, so whatever. So now I got Curse, so that's gonna deal some damage. So I don't need Will-O-Wisp on this thing. So then I decided, you know what? It probably only has Spark and Bite. And as you will see, it indeed only has Spark and Bite. And I actually forgot which one it was gonna go for in this turn. Torment, you have to keep in mind what's going on with Torment. You see, this is a Spark turn, so it's using Spark, Volt Absorb, nothing. Let me see, anything else I need to talk about with this series? No, redoing Katie, redoing Brassius. You'll see only one type with those two. This one I am not redoing because this is a really tough battle. You know, already like her her team so far is pretty tough. Wattrel, not so much, I guess. I mean, I guess in general, like, using ground types here is actually generally a bad idea. You know, you got Wattrel, of course, flying ahead. You got Water Gun, Belly Bolt, and you got Intimidate, Luxio. And, yeah, so yeah, Curse is finishing this thing off. In hindsight, I probably should have gone for my Skip Loom, but it's gonna be okay, you'll see. I'll just have to keep switching out. What can I say? I'm a switch, if you know what I mean. Anyway, here's her ace, a Mismagius. As opposed to her other Pokemon, instead of a physical attacker, this is a special attacker. And my god, is it a special attacker. It has 3 moves, so Torment wouldn't really work anyway. And so the thing about Mismagius, it's yet another counter to ground types, because as you may know, it has Levitate. And as an electric type, that means it has no weaknesses. So you really have to rethink what you're gonna do. And you're gonna have to figure out something, because as I said, it's a powerful special attacker. It also has high special defense and high speed. So one idea is you get something that is tough and or like has a lot of special defense. Clodsire would work, I guess, if you got a rock type move on that. I guess if you can get Clodsire. So here's the idea. Mismagius here has 3 moves. Confuse Ray, so that's gonna be fun. This move, I guess when she says this, you better get ready, because she's gonna use Charge Beam. As if her special attack was not bad enough, she can use that and become even more powerful. Which is why you should never use a Pokemon weak to an electric type move if it's gonna get hit against this thing. Because if it gets hit, chances are that special attack is going up, and that Hex is going to demolish anything. So so you need to be very careful. So yet again, I'm using Volt Absorb strats. You can even maybe I'll even have a counter. I used Volt Absorb like 15 times. It's ridiculous. So the reason why I'm switching out here is because I'm hoping that this thing will use Hex on the Murkrow, get it out of the picture, and then I can get a clean switch from my Skip Loom, because I got an idea with that. But as you can see, it's not exactly working out, so I have to keep switching. Luckily, the AI decides to go for Charge Beam, because, you know, electric type move, super effective. I was really counting on that, because, well, I could have taken the Confuse Ray. That would have been fine, because I have a Person Berry. From exploring, you get a lot of berries from just picking stuff up off the ground. TMs as well, so it's really good to just explore a lot. Are we at the point where my strategy kind of hits a road bump? I think we are. Yeah, so she went for Hex. So now, of course, you know, appropriately, that ghost type move spooked me, because now I think I was in trouble. So luckily she goes for Hex this time, right, seeing the KO on my Wattrel. So Murkrow is finally done. I get to switch without taking damage to my Skip Loom. Now the reason why I needed Skip Loom is not only because, hey, you know, grass type, it's not weak to electric, Well, you saw the moves it has. You know, yet again, like, I have a stalling Pokemon, you know, similar to Secretary Stalin, the Hoppip. But I named this thing just as the reaction to what it would feel like, how it would react to an electric type move, because it would just be normally effective. I guess Iono is not using Charge Beam because it's weaker than Hex, but also the AI wants to mess with me, so it uses Confused Ray twice in a row. But that's fine, I just barely got my 2 moves out. Light Screen, I don't remember where I got that TM. It must have been from exploring. I think you can get it from Pokemon Center somewhere. Let me check. Yeah, you can buy it from the TM machine. You just need Magnemite parts and Voltorb parts. Pretty straightforward. I don't know where you find those Pokemon, but I think you can find Magnemite somewhere around here. Nearby a route on the way here. So, the idea here is to use Synthesis to heal back the HP lost from these Hexes. I guess she uses Hex because it's a higher base power move than Charge Beam, even though ultimately Charge Beam would be better. But hey, you know, the AI is tough enough as it is, if you ask me. Luckily, Confusion isn't really getting in my way, even though I might have been able to take a hit itself in Confusion, probably. But that's fine. I get to take another Light Screen just in time, no Confusion in the way. Hex hurt a bit, but that's fine. I think I can take another one. Poison is doing a lot of good damage. I think poison damage is more than burn damage, but as you may know, burn reduces physical attack, which is why it's good to use for Belly Bolt if you're not having something with Volt Absorb. So yeah, I think that's my 5th of 5 Synthesis. Oh, that's my last one. Fortunately, I do have, as a backup, my Wattrel does have Roost. I had to reteach it, and that's fine. It's basically the same as Synthesis. So that's the last one. The light is being blotted out by the ghost. I don't know, there's some way to imagine that. So at this point, I consider switching to Wattrel just to give it some glory, but I figured, you know what, I just want to finish this. I could have even taken damage from Confusion there, that would have been fine. And Mismagius is done. Ding dong, the witch is dead, or knocked out, let's say. So that is Iono. Let me see. I don't know how long that took. 15, 20 minutes? I haven't really checked. I just recorded this. So, yeah, and here we're gonna get that Kilo Wattrel. I really like this Pokemon. It's got, I like the yellow and black color scheme. I don't like how its head is above the screen here, but okay. Whatever, you know. This game has a lot of little issues like that. Not sure if there's a level for this Electro Ball, but hey, you know, it's a good move. If I need quick attack, I can reteach it. That's fine. Although, come to think of it, using Roost against the ground type, now that I think about it, would be dangerous. But I can reteach Uproar. That's a good move, and not against Mismagius, as I said. High special defense. Again, you gotta have something with high special defense and high attack, I guess. That would be best. If you're not poisoning it like I did. So there's Iono. Probably, I mean, if you're going by level caps, this is probably the toughest gym leader. But I don't know. I haven't really looked into the other ones. Not really. I know a couple of them. I know the fan favorite. We'll see him soon. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I think I might be uploading daily. This game is just so much fun, I think I might keep doing it. But I might stop at some point. I kind of doubt it at this point. I've had so much fun going around, putting up teams. It's great fun. I recommend doing a run like this, or like a kind of all types run if you don't, if you don't want to do the weaker types, the ones weak to the bosses, you can do something different. It's a game, and it's a game with lots of Pokemon. I think the total is 400, which is, I think it's less than half, but I'd say it's plenty, There's a lot to do, a lot to find, so I recommend the game. And that'll be it. Goodbye.